The Granny Smith apple originated in Australia in 1868. The name comes from its developer, Granny Maria Smith, the wife of Australian orchardist Thomas Smith. The apple was first developed in sport when Granny crossbred two French crab apples. Originally, the apples were only grown at a local variety and gained popularity only after her death. The apple was introduced to New Zealand from Australia around the turn of the century. In New Zealand, the apple really began to flourish as a crop. The apple is grown in the more temperate regions of New Zealand. Between 1910 and 1916, the amount of orchards expanded rapidly due to the local demand and export market during the war. The expansion also lasted into the post-war years. The New Zealand Apple and Pear Marketing Act was passed in 1948. The act created the New Zealand Apple and Pear Marketing Board, which organizes fruit growers in local districts and has a national body, the New Zealand Fruit Growers Federation Limited. The body is made up of government officials and the producers themselves. In 1956, the first Granny Smith apples were introduced to North America. The apples have a tough skin and long keeping qualities to allow it to be shipped all over the world and remain fresh. The apple industry in New Zealand is known for the quality of their fruit and the innovations which they develop. In 1991, the New Zealand Apple and Pear Marketing Board launched Enza, a brand name which the fruit is now sold under. The future of the apple industry there is uncertain. The cost of production currently exceeds the price of growing apples. The two most popular grown apples in New Zealand today are the Royal Gala and the Braeburn, with about 5 million each, while the Granny Smith has dropped to about only 400,000 grown. Though there is demand in the US for Granny Smith apples, the decline of the US dollar has made it more profitable to focus exports elsewhere. The cost of labor in the region, little government incentive to develop the industry, plus the distance from the historical markets in the Northern Hemisphere have all led to the uncertainty of the local industry.